Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. I don't know how many of you are privileged to have watched the syndicated interview that was done by the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, Chief Nyesom Wike, who was also the immediate past governor of Rivers State. He said so many things about his relationship with Fubara, Fubara, the current governor of Rivers State. And you know, right now, there is a feud ongoing between Nyesom Wike and Fubara. There are certain things that Nyesom Wike said there that deserve an independent analysis and opinion on them. Because if people like us who are also part of observers of current events in Nigeria, if we don't talk about it, people will be going with one narrative. You know what Chimamanda has talked about a situation where you have only one side of a story. You need to hear from all sides, and even more than that, on any issue at all. The danger of a single story. That's what Chimamanda called it. The danger of a single story. So that's why we are doing this particular video. I'm doing it now because of the danger of a single story, according to Chimamanda. And that's what I'm doing now in this analysis of Nyesom Wike's interview, which he had with reporters from Channels Television, TVC, and AIT. Of course, there was no Arise TV there because he had always had issues with Arise Television because of Arise TV's unbiased reportage of events leading up to the 2023 presidential election. But in his own perception, Arise was against him, and so on. Now, one of the issues that came up in that interview was that he said that he don't like ingrates. Nyesom Wike say, I don't like ingrates. I can't stand ingrates. I don't like them. Ingrates. Say you don't like ingrates, people who are not grateful for what somebody did for them that was beneficial to them. But Nyesom Wike, let us look at Nyesom Wike's antecedent. Nyesom Wike was a former chief of staff to the former governor of Rivers State, Chibuike Amechi. What kind of gratitude has he ever shown to Chibuike Amechi? If Chibuike Amechi has not put him up, taking him as chief of staff, will he be in a vintage position to be noticed to the subsequent positions that he had held? Of course, there must have been some contacts he made being chief of staff, a very powerful position to Rotimi Chibuike Amechi, who was former governor of Rivers State. The attitude he showed Chibuike Amechi when Chibuike Amechi was governor and himself was now a minister, did that show a man that is grateful, the man that detests ingrates? What will anybody call his attitude towards Chibuike Amechi? What will be the attitude? Now, these things also run in the whole of Rivers State. What is even the attitude of Chibuike Amechi to Peter Odele that he succeeded? So people should not come and bombozo Nigerians with all this moralization as if they are saints. And he went on to say, give a man power and money is when you will know the person. Of course, we know there's nothing new about that. People changes. Money and power changes people. Nyesom Wike cannot claim that money and power didn't change him. The pomposity, the way he talks to the people of River State, the way he was addressing the leaders, even traditional rulers. There are videos online everywhere, how he used to talk to River State traditional rulers when he was governor. Because he had power and he had money. Is he any different from this quote he gave that give a man power and money? When he was given power and money by Goodluck Ebele Jonathan and by Chibuike Rotimi Amaechi, did he do any different? Didn't he exhibit the same thing he was talking about, that you wouldn't know anybody until you give the person power and money? So what goes around turns around, comes around, they say. And then there was one issue, he brought up one matter as part of his contribution as to show his powers. He said that he took reverse politics to national level. Perhaps what he means by the kind of thing he did by fighting Atiku Abubakar and they formed G5 to stop Atiku Abubakar, and then by working with Bola Ahmed Tinubu to become president and help Bola Ahmed Tinubu to win in quote of River State. Because that winning is one of the most contentious winning in the 2023 presidential election. Tabulations by the BBC and independent tabulations by BBC and Premium Times show that it was actually Peter Obi that won River State and not Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But INEC gave it to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And Nyesom Wike is taking credit for that victory in quote. So he said by that he means that he took River State politics to the national level. When I saw that, I laughed. All the River State governors since 1999, governors, have always taken rivers to national politics. If you don't know, go and ask. In 2007, on the run-up to 2007 presidential election, the most powerful governor in Nigeria was Dr. Peter Odili, the governor of River State. It is because River State is awash with money. So they can afford to play at national and local level. So there's nothing he did, Nyesom Wike did in 2023 that was not done by Peter Odili in 2007 on the run-up to 2007 election, because Peter Odili was so powerful that even Obasanjo was ready to hand over power to him until the EFCC, then under this same National Security Advisor now, Nuhu Ribadu, allegedly brought up a file against Peter Odili, and then Obasanjo changed his mind and backed Umar Musa Yar'Adua. But basically, it wouldn't have been fair that after 8 years of Obasanjo as a Southerner, that a Southerner again picked the presidential ticket. That would be Peter Odili. So whatever happened was actually, in terms of justice, fairness, and equity, it was nice that the power should go to the north after 8 years of Obasanjo from southern Nigeria and southwest in particular. So Wike was wrong in claiming that he took rivers to national politics as if it's a new thing. It's not a new thing. Odili before him did it, and Amaechi before him also did it. Look at the reason why Amaechi was a super minister under Muhammadu Buhari was because Amaechi brought the resources, the powers of the office of the governor of River State to facilitate the emergence of President Muhammadu Buhari as president of Nigeria. And Buhari rewarded him for that by making him a super minister, minister of transportation. And because of the confidence that Buhari had on Amaechi, Buhari ensured that Amaechi was his campaign manager in 2019 presidential election, and Amaechi delivered. So what is Nyesom Wike talking about? What is he talking about that he took Rivers to national politics? Nothing like that. He didn't do anything novel. There's nothing new there. He didn't, he didn't reinvent the wheel. It is a normal thing. And I can tell you for free, and I have said it before, that this Fubara you are looking at today, by the time all is settled down, by the time he's settled, he will be a major player in 2027. And if he cut a deal with Tinubu, Tinubu will discard Nyesom Wike and go with Fubara. If Fubara can convince him that I'm going to back you in 2027, that's politics. It's all about interest. It's not about, it's nothing else. It's just about personal, it's just about interest at a time. Personal interest of politicians. So Nyesom Wike should mellow down about this issue that he took Rivers to national politics. He didn't do anything new. So many people have done that, and more people will do it. Fubara, you are going to see him. He's going to do it ahead of 2027. He's likely to cut out a deal with with Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and in that time, Tinubu will now discover he don't need Nyesom Wike. Nyesom Wike is only Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. If Fubara can promise him, I will deliver Rivers for you, and I will do it, and Tinubu sees it that, look, this man is a governor. He is the one that has the foot soldiers now. He is the one in control of Rivers. He is the one that owns the political machinery in Rivers State. He's not going to rely on somebody who is in Abuja here to help him deliver himself in Rivers State. Because beyond Rivers State, I don't know any other place that Nyesom Wike can be able to help Tinubu in 2027. That's my position on this. Now, he went on to, he mentioned that he was talking about some projects that he left behind that Fubara should use to showcase his 100 days in office. What he means is that he was the one that built all those projects. They're already completed. But he said, okay, Fubara, you use it to showcase yourself. But that's not a sign of honesty. If you build a project, commission it. Because it means that but after 100 days, Fubara present it. Fubara will be deceiving the Rivers people and Nigerians that he was the one that did it in 100 days. Meanwhile, it was his predecessor that did it. So he's literally teaching the man to be dishonest by not by claiming projects that he was not the one that did it. And then he was talking about that Fubara was discarding the structure that brought him to power. This structure brought him to power, and that he's now destroying those structure. The truth of the matter remains that Fubara knows the politics of Rivers, and he understands what he wants to achieve. He has to build his own structure, and he has started building his own structure. Nyesom Wike is obviously unhappy that he started building this structure earlier than he had expected. Perhaps the man had to take order from him before he started building the structure. And from the way he was talking about the man, he said the man don't even know, did he buy form, did he purchase form, and all that. Whatever happened, as long as he had managed to find himself in the presidency, that is okay. I mean, the governorship seat, and the Rivers people voted for him. He is answerable now to the Rivers people and not to the structure that brought him to power. He is not the only person who didn't know how he get the money to, they got form for him. Even former President Muhammadu Buhari, did he know where they raised the money to buy form for him? Was it not that people contributed money and bought form for Buhari? They bought form for him in 2015. They bought form for him in 2019. So what is it? Is that a new thing? Is that something that Fubara should be ashamed that he didn't buy form? They bought form for him. That doesn't mean anything. He bought form for him because he wanted him to be his successor, and the man emerged as his successor. So and then he was complaining about how himself emerged. Yes, I need to talk about this before I close this video. I don't want it to be that much longer. He said that he was an ordinary minister when he challenged a sitting governor and won governorship election in Rivers State. Really? Was he an ordinary minister? Didn't we all are witnesses of what played out? At that time, he claimed that he was ordinary minister. Was he not the candidate of President Goodluck Jonathan and his wife Patience? And they were behind him with all the federal might that comes with it. Was it not because of the federal might behind Nyesom Wike that they were able to displace the candidate of Chibuike Rotimi Amaechi? Without the federal might, would Nyesom Wike had won the governorship in 2015? That's a fact. He cannot claim that he did it on his own. And since after then, how well had he treated Goodluck Jonathan and his wife? How many times have you seen Patience Jonathan go to Port Harcourt to commission project that was built by Nyesom Wike as a sign of gratitude for the way that family was instrumental in his defeating the candidate of the incumbent governor? How many times have you seen Nyesom Wike with Goodluck Ebele Jonathan in recent time? How many times have you seen Nyesom Wike with Patience Jonathan in recent time? How many Christmas visits did he pay to the family of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan and his family when he was governor, in appreciation of the fact that it was the federal might, the opportunity provided by Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, that made a way out for him? Don't forget, they did everything to support Nyesom Wike because Amaechi was opposing Goodluck Ebele Jonathan and was using the resources allegedly of Rivers State to fund the campaign of the opposition presidential candidate at the time, Muhammadu Buhari. So let people know that they are not the only custodians of our contemporary history. When they talk all these things, they believe that because Nigerians suffer from collective amnesia, people can come and say things and people will take it hook, line, and sinker. No, there are people like us who are documenters, who take records of events. It's in our brain. We have it on our brain. Anytime, any day, we can wake it up, and then we go online and they zoom all the resources to back up these things. So you can't come and tell us that he became governor by his own power, while Fubara got it on a platter of gold. Himself also got it on a platter of gold with the resources and power of the federal government of Nigeria through President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan and his wife. Thank you for watching this video. And before we close this, please, we have under this video links where you can get your phones. You want to change your phone this Christmas, you want to buy a phone for your loved ones. Any phone you bought through this link down this video, Jumia will give you 40% off from the normal price. That is the reward for being part of this channel and for watching it and supporting it. And please support it by also liking this video, share it widely, and make sure that you recommend it for others to watch. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.